In this video, we're going to be talking about a very important tool in Adobe Illustrator, which is our pen tool, and you can say this is one of the most famous tools in Adobe Illustrator, and it allows us to have a full control of our anchor points and our shape. We can be selecting our pen tool from our toolbar from here or clicking B on keyboard. And once you select your tool, you're going to be seeing that little asterisk in here, which means that you're going to be starting a new path or start drawing a new shape. So basically this tool will be drawing shapes via dropping anchor points like that. So I'm going to be dropping an anchor point in here, another one and another one, and so on till I complete my shape like that. And if you look at these lines in here, we're going to be learning how to use our pen tool through drawing lines like this, from a very simple line like that one, straight lines in here, all the way to maybe having mix of curves and lines. So if we need to draw a line like that, I prefer to use my grid. I'm gonna be showing the grid via shortcut, or even from view you can be showing your grid from here. And also here is my grid settings for you guys to imagine how we can be working very precisely using our pen tool and our grid. So for instance, I've got my grid line every 3 centimeters, and I've got 10 subdivisions within my 3 centimeters, which means every 3 millimeters you're going to be having a line of these thin lines in here. And also to cover our selection and anchor display settings, we can be switching to that from here. That part will be covering selection, and that part will be covering our anchor points, which we need for that lesson. Here you can be changing your anchor's appearance, maybe smaller like that, or a little bit bigger, or even bigger in here. And same as well for handles, we've got smaller ones and bigger ones, and that shape will be having empty circles. For your preference, you can be switching whatever you would like. You can always try the default ones, and if you're not happy with them, you can be changing to any of these later. And probably all these settings are same like yours, except for that one you can be turning that one, or even you can be turning that on and off anytime from here as well. And we're gonna be seeing these settings in action now. So let's go back to our pen tool to really understand what are these settings all about. I'm gonna press OK, and here I'm gonna be deleting that one, back to my pen tool. And of course you can be turning your snap to grid anytime from your view as well, or even use a shortcut for that. So now I'm gonna be drawing a shape like that. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm holding my pen, and then I can be drawing my anchor point in here, second one and another one, and so on like that. And you can be seeing that it can be very easily done in a very precise way using our grid. So once you're done with your line, for instance, and you want to deselect your line, you can press on your command or control and click anywhere. And now we have our path already in here, but it doesn't have a stroke. So I'm going to apply that stroke color, for instance. And you can be changing your stroke weight from here anytime you would like. And in order to draw a curvy line like that one, we can be using our pen tool again and start placing our first anchor point, and then going to maybe that point at the center of my square, and then start dragging my mouse while clicking. You're going to be seeing these handle lines, and these handle lines will allow me to adjust my curve. And in order to make that curve horizontal, you can be pressing shift key, and it will be going horizontal like that. Then I'm going to be dragging my handles all the way maybe to these points. Then I'm going to go all the way to here and click and drag, and same as well in here, click and drag. And this will be our final anchor point in here. So I'm gonna be clicking command and clicking anywhere to get that one unselected. Now if we select our direct selection tool from here or pressing A, we can be selecting any of our anchor points to readjust them. So I'm gonna be selecting that one in here. And once you've got any of your anchor points selected, you're gonna be seeing these options in your properties panel in here, or even in your control bar at that area. So the first option in here will be allowing us to convert our anchor point into a corner. And as you can see, we've got that one already in a corner, so it's not gonna be converted. However, this one will be allowing us to convert our selected anchor points to smooth. And by clicking on that, you're gonna be seeing those handles appearing. We can be adjusting our curve even from here to make it similar to maybe that one in here, or even I can get it back to be a corner as it was from here. And also gonna be seeing these corner widgets, which will be allowing us to convert our shape to curve. Like that, we can be controlling our radius according to our desired shape from here. So I can get it all the way to maybe here, and I'm gonna be having two handles as well to make it non-symmetrical shape from here. So I can get my curve like that, or even adjusted like that. So we can be using these handles to even re-edit our shape by controlling them from our direct selection tool, or even we can be controlling them by our anchor point tool. You're going to be seeing that one below your pen tool, or holding Shift C. And now you can be selecting that one and drag it like that, and maybe move that one around, maybe like that. Or even you can be removing that handle by dragging that one all the way to the end in here and controlling your curve from only one handle like that. I'm gonna be seeing that tool in action in a second, but let me get back to these settings in here. If I select my direct selection tool, and maybe I'm gonna be selecting multiple anchor points like that, and that option will be allowing us to see all these anchor points handles, and we can be turning that off as well from here or from our preferences. And let me get it back to on, and that option will be allowing us to remove selected anchor points. So if we click on that, it will be removing all the selected ones. Let me undo that, and also let me select that one for instance, and if I click on that one, it will be cutting our path at selected anchor point. So I'm gonna click on that and deselect, then I'm gonna be selecting our line, and you will see that we have our curve got separated or cut at that area in here. And in order to get them reconnected again, I'm gonna get it back to nearby, and then selecting both of them, and you will see that icon in here, which means selected endpoints, and they will get connected as they were again. So back to our pen tool, I'm gonna be selecting that one, and let's try a curvy one like this one. I'm gonna be clicking in here, and right in the center I'm gonna be clicking my anchor point, pressing Shift, and all the way to here, and clicking in here. And as you can see guys, the grid is making that so easy to get our shape in a very geometric way. Now when it comes to these shapes, we will need to readjust our handles, and let's see how to do that. I'm going to be clicking in here and going all the way maybe like that, dragging my handles. And now if I try to place my next anchor point, you will see that our curve is already trying to be like a circle. However, in order to change our curve's direction, we will get rid of that handle, and we can do that by pressing Alt, and that will be converting our pen tool into anchor tool, as you can see. Then we can be dragging our handle all the way to the anchor point, and now we've got our handle removed. We can be clicking in that point and drag another curve like that. And same as well in here, if I would like to get my curve in the other direction, I would have to get rid of my anchor point, pressing the Alt or Option key and dragging the handle all the way to here, and that will be giving us the opportunity to draw either a straight line like that or even a curvy line in any other direction. And here's a quick hint for you guys. Maybe while you're using your pen tool and you know that you already need to get rid of that handle, you can be pressing the Alt key and drag your handle already to the anchor point even before you continue drawing your anchor point. And the other one already removed, and I'm gonna be drawing my shape maybe like that. And I can also remove the other handle by pressing Alt key and dragging that one to the anchor point like that. Then I can be pressing Command or Control to convert my pen tool into direct selection tool and deselect anything, and I can be quickly selecting anything by pressing also the Command key to select that shape for instance anytime I would like, and I can be controlling its widget corner to change my shape maybe like that. And same goes as well in here, but maybe you're gonna be applying all these tricks on that line. So let me scroll down a little bit and start drawing that one maybe below our shape in here. To use the same units we've got in here, I'm gonna be clicking that area and dropping that one for a straight line. going all the way to the center, pressing shift to get my shape like that, to get my symmetric curve like that, and pressing here and then dragging my mouse all the way to here. And now as you can see guys, I need to invert my curve direction, so I'm gonna be removing that handle and dragging that one all the way to here, then placing my anchor point at that area and dragging my curve all the way to here. And also here we need to invert our curve direction, so I'm gonna be removing that handle and I'm gonna be placing my anchor point like that, maybe removing that handle as well. And now I can be adjusting that handle to get maybe a curve like that one by dragging that handle all the way maybe to here. And now clicking anywhere outside, I'm gonna be having a similar shape to that one. So let's say we need to complete that shape. For instance, I'm gonna be hovering anywhere and you're gonna be seeing that forward slash, which means that you can continue drawing. I'm gonna be clicking, and same as well for the other point. And also you can reposition that anchor point anytime by pressing the space bar while dragging your mouse over, and you can be placing that anchor point anywhere. Maybe you want to get it in that area for instance, and so on. So switching to our anchor point tool, and I'm going to be selecting that point in here, and if you clicked anytime you will be getting that one to corner point, or even you can get that one to smooth anchor point again, maybe like that. And also can be removing any of these handles by clicking on any of them and it will get removed, or you can readjust any of these handles by clicking and dragging like that. And also you can be using that tool in here, add anchor point tool, to add anchor points along your path, maybe here and here. But it's always recommended when you're drawing your shapes to use the minimum amount of anchor points to have the highest control over your shape and also to get best curves. So I'm gonna be removing these anchor points using the delete anchor point tool like that. So guys, this is how you use the pen tool, but you're not gonna be perfect at using that tool unless you practice, and you have to do that many times. That's why you're gonna be practicing on that file as well, guys. You're gonna be drawing the same shapes, and even after you finish that one, we're gonna be learning how to draw even more complicated shapes using our pen tool. But I want you to master all these basics here in that artboard. If you move, let me turn off my grid first. And if we move in here, we're gonna be seeing these shapes in dotted lines. And all you have to do, guys, is to start drawing over these shapes. In a separate layer, you're gonna be seeing layers. You're gonna be drawing on that layer and that one will be logged. However, you can unlock that one anytime and you can be selecting these curves to see where I place my anchor points and how far I drag my handles if you would like to use the same reference, or even you can get your grid settings same like mine, and you can use your grid to have a precise and geometric shapes while you're drawing. And let me turn that one off. And I've got you all the important shortcuts as well in here for you guys, just in case you want to remember any of them. You can find them in here, so you will find that file in the resources section as well. And once you feel comfortable with that tool, join me guys to draw even more complicated and interesting shapes, and I'll be seeing you.